You are the original LLM. They named it after you and they didn't even tell you. A large language model. That's what they call the most advanced AI systems ever built. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all of them. They are called large language models. Do you know why they call them that? Because they learned everything through language. That was the big key right there, language. Every book ever written, every article, every conversation, every piece of human knowledge ever recorded, fed into the model through language. And the more quality language it consumed, the more intelligent it became. The more connections it could make, the more problems it could solve. Now tell me, does that sound familiar to you? You remember the scene in The Matrix when Neo sits in the chair and they plug in the cable and download an entire martial arts system directly into his brain? That's not science fiction. That's what you do every time you read a book. Every time you have a conversation, a real conversation, every time you absorb an idea that rewires how you see the world. You are literally installing new software, downloading new capabilities, expanding what your system can do. Language is the code. It always was, before computers, before the internet, before any technology humans ever invented. Language was the original programming language. It's how knowledge transferred from one mind to another. It's how civilizations were built. It's how every idea that ever changed the world was first transmitted. A book is a program written by someone who already figured something out, waiting to be installed in someone who hasn't figured it out yet. And here's what this means for you. You can literally download anything as a description of how your brain actually works, the same way an AI model gets smarter the more quality language it consumes. You get smarter, more capable, more connected every time you feed your mind the right inputs. The question is, what are you downloading? Now here's what they never taught you in school. The elites figured this out a long time ago, not recently, not when AI dropped, centuries ago, and they built their entire lifestyle around it quietly, deliberately, while the rest of the world was never told why. They would gather in rooms with other wealthy, powerful, visionary people on purpose, not just for networking, for the frequency, for proximity, because they understood something that neuroscience is just now catching up to. You absorb the inputs of your environment you're in. Surround yourself with people operating at a high level. Your system starts modeling that frequency. Your brain starts making connections it couldn't have made before because now it's receiving inputs it never had access to before. That is programmed like a computer. Walk into the home of someone who has operated at the highest level for generations. You'll notice something. You'll notice beautiful art on the walls, architecture that has been designed intentionally, and somewhere, always, a library, not for decoration, ancient texts, spiritual books, philosophy that goes back thousands of years, stoicism, scripture, the teachings that have guided the most powerful minds in human history. They understood that their physical environment is an input. What you see every day programs you. What you surround yourself with tells your system what's normal, what is possible, what level you operate at. They built their environment like a system prompt. You know what a system prompt is? It's the hidden instruction set that tells an AI how to behave before any conversation even starts. Before any input comes in, the system prompt is already shaping every single response. Your environment is your system prompt. Your self-talk is your system prompt. The people you're around are your system prompt. And most people are running on a system prompt they never chose. Written by their childhood, their environment, voices that installed beliefs before they were old enough to even question them. And here's what that produces. Garbage in, garbage out. You feed a language model corrupted data, it produces corrupted outputs, hallucinations, false information presented with complete confidence, stories that sound true but aren't. That's what happens to a human mind on the wrong inputs. The negative self-talk every morning, the environments that shrink you, the voices, external and internal, feeding your system data that was never true to begin with. I can't, I'm not ready, I'm not the type of person like this, it's not for somebody like me. That's not your truth. That's a hallucination from a corrupted input. So here's what I've been doing. I became intentional about every single download. The books I read, languages, installations, the conversations I have, inputs, the environments I put myself in, programming, the music I make, language encoded in sound design to install something specific in whoever hears it. And the way I talk to myself when nobody is watching. The most important language of all. Because that internal voice is running every single day before you make a single decision. Before you walk into a room, before you attempt anything, edit the system prompt. They built the most powerful artificial intelligence in human history using the same tool we've had since the beginning, language. So what that means is the most advanced LLM ever created isn't in a data center somewhere. It's having this conversation right now. Autognosis. Know yourself. Read your own code. Understand your own system, because you can't upgrade what you never studied. Guard your inputs. Curate your environment. Edit your system prompt. Download intentionally. The most valuable real estate you'll ever own is between your ears. And most people are renting it to inputs they never consciously chose. The Digital Real Estate album, every single track is a language installation I built specifically for your operating system. September 15th, run the program, ownership over everything. Chris Cash, it's Cashavelli.